am now joined by Reform UK leader Nigel Farage. Nigel, welcome to the show. So you've put the cat amongst the pigeons, that's for sure, Mr Farage. But can I please put to you the immediate point by the Conservative Party? Straight away, they were saying, you've handed the keys to Sir Keir Starmer to allow Britain to rejoin the European Union.
No, they did that. They did that. With net migration running at $750,000 a year, a total betrayal of the Brexit vote. As the MRP poll that was published by Sky News at 5 o'clock shows, with or without me, the election's over anyway. This is about who can form a voice of coherent opposition. And what I'm pretty certain of is the Conservatives in opposition will row with each other, hate each other, maybe even more than they do in government, and say Reform is here to be a voice of opposition and to get ready and prepare and campaign for 2029.
And Nigel, you spoke about voters you met on the campaign trail in both in Skegness and Ashfield. Is it those people that got to you to make you change your mind? A sense of when you're eyeball to eyeball with the electorate, that sense of disappointment in you not standing, is that the key factor that made you stand up this time?
Yeah, I mean, two things really. One, I said I'd do my bit, and goodness me, 6 days last week I was out everywhere doing everything. Question time, you name it, constituencies, Dover, everything. And number one, I think something's going on out there. I think there is the potential for a revolt against the political class is out there in a way I've not seen before. And number two, those people who were part of the People's Army that we built in the UKIP years, they just feel very let down by me. And yesterday at home, yesterday morning, getting this sort of feeling of terrible guilt about what was going on, and I concluded I cannot let these people down. Difficult though it is to find a seat, be a National Party leader, do all those things, I'm going to give it my absolute best shot.
And Mr Farage, your critics have said many times, and indeed you asked it at the announcement, you've tried 7 times, you haven't succeeded in being elected yet. What's different this time? Do you think the volatility in the electorate, do you think the appetite for change, or are you destined to fail once again?
This is ridiculous. This is utterly ridiculous, Martin. You know, when I stood for UKIP in the 1990s, we barely saved, I think one deposit we saved in the whole general election out of hundreds of candidates. So this argument's absolutely fallacious. I've stood once, and guess what happened? The Conservatives cheated so badly, one of the party's agents got a 9-month prison sentence suspended. So, don't give me all that rubbish. I'm running, I'm doing it, I hope to win. If I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. The important thing is that Reform gets many millions of votes and gets seats in Parliament and starts to build that voice of opposition, a voice that understands how ordinary folk feel, not the Westminster elite.
Mr Farage, can I ask you, people have been saying already, is this thinking chess moves ahead about trying to take over the Conservative Party? Is it about getting elected as a Reform candidate and then crossing the floor to the Conservatives, trying to take over the party from within?
As it stands, there is no Conservative Party. And frankly, Martin, I can't right now see beyond July the 4th.
OK, thank you very much for joining us, Nigel Farage. A delight to have you on the show after that bombshell announcement earlier on.